I sure as hell don't. What?
Why don't you put GIFs in your TV?
Because I didn't have time, and this is very random.
You need a placeholder.
I have placeholders. They're usually a picture of the game I'm going to play. Guess what I don't have right now? I didn't feel like downloading one, even though it's very easy to download it.
I want to give Amy Winehouse riding a pterodactyl.
Can people even hear you? Say that again.
I'm not saying it again.
Say it again.
No, I'm not saying it again. You'll never know that I requested Amy Winehouse riding a pterodactyl as a gift.
I don't think you can hear it.
I can.
Progress is saved automatically. Well, considering I'm restarting this because some people were all like, oh my god, I hope you play Control and stream it. I'm going to restart it. I think I was less than halfway through. I don't know how far I was in, but I was really enjoying it. And then Meaty saw me playing it, and he was all like, oh, I want you to see you play that. And then Brad was like, I want to see you play that. So, we're doing a brand new game, and we're just saying fuck it to my old one. Okay. This will override all your previous progress. Sure. Did you retweet it, the tweet?
No.
You have to retweet the tweet. No one pays attention to my Twitter, and for good reason. It's better if there's just one for the channel and yours works better.
I retweeted.
Isaac's too busy playing the Mine Colonies mod for Minecraft.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
The game volume?
Yes.
All right. All right, hold on. Checking out the volume level. Turning it up to 75, making sure it's fine in game. Oh, I should... Wait. Headphones, mute copyrighted music, yes please. Audio language, English, display, we need to make sure subtitles are on. I think subtitles are on. I have motion blur off, I have film grain off because fuck those. Ray tracing, I can't use ray tracing because I don't have RTX. We're not special enough for that. Borderless window, subtitles on, yes, normal size, okay. Subtitle background, no, it's fine. Speaker name and subtitles, it's fine. Sign transition overlay, enable, disable, translated text for signs in the world, no. We don't need that. Okay. New game. Wait, options. Okay. New game.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
Is anyone else in chat?
No.
But I don't know if it's your computer or not. That's the thing. I already have it at 75. I can turn it up to 100, but I have never, ever, 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 ever had it that high. I'm going to put it at 87. I had it at 75.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes, I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
So, Cherabeth said, did you come back to a new stream? Yes. Isaac doesn't want to stream with me tonight, and so I'm streaming by myself. We are playing Control. We are starting it. We are going to be doing a full playthrough. I know that Kat has played it, and she loves it. I have loved it with what I have played of it, and I really, really, really want to see it to its conclusion. I was playing it on my own, and then a certain someone that's currently in chat named MSS Meaty noticed me playing it and was just all like, oh, wow. It seems like a really cool game. I really would have wished you could play that. And then Brad was like, I wanted to see you stream it. And then I was like, okay, fuck it. Just stop playing and I'll stream it. I've gotten about halfway through. So we're going to be reading everything. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal object, e.g. rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under the Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately.
What?
Okay, but why does she sound like Chloe from Live Stream?
No ketchup?
No ketchup bottles. So, just to prelude, because it confused the hell out of me when I started playing it, just so you guys know, and I picked it up really quickly, this game is very, 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 very strongly based on SCP. As in the SCP stories. So, everything that you're going to end up seeing, reading, and that we're going to look at, just try not to think too heavily. It's very much SCP. Bureau expenditures. Staffing, surveillance, blank. Data center initiative, construction, blank, blank. Minor. Office equipment, janitorial costs, blank. Mold removal, headquarter livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison, see chart, see page 9. This is from the FBC accounting department.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
But yeah, we're going to be going through and we're going to be seeing everything, and looking at everything. That took a while to load in. This is Dr. Casper Darling. This is our bureau at work. That's the fucking janitor. Why the hell is he like that? See, I have no spoilers as a tag because, like I said, only got about halfway through. I have no idea what the story is culminating into. This is director Zachariah Trench. That's a green door. I don't remember. I remember the basics of where I'm supposed to go. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Just follow openings.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
She's got some tight-ass jeans. Not gonna lie, I wish I could wear jeans that tight and look that good. Not like that, honey. Achievement unlocked, Bureau Archivist. Blank, a shark in his blank, although secure blank, permission to blank, following basic protocol blank, shoot to kill blank, good luck. Couldn't even read that. I have noticed that some of these you can actually get in really close and you can read some things that are on the board, and some things are kind of funny. Like, the environment is worth examining. R4 reports reminder. I will look at that in a second. Trying to see what else I can find. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Ms. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. It's nice that the admin team does that kind of stuff.
Hello?
Jane Smith's office.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
He's really weird.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
How did he read her mind? That was weird. I just noticed that. She was thinking to herself about his being a friendly face, and he made a comment about having no face. Huh. That's the elevator.
The cell and the poster.
No spoilers!
I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since.
Oh, what Dilly said. Okay.
Will you help?
I don't know what the deal is with the butler, but I feel like there's something with him. Starring Courtney Hope. Didn't someone earlier say, why does she sound like Courtney Hope? Because it is Courtney Hope. Why do I have a message? My dad. It's just a lot of information. It's a really large text about different kitchen knives. There's a lot of crap on the screen right there. This game definitely
Did I
benefits
lose
from
you
me
there
knowing
for
a little.
moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Approved terminology reminder. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. HRA protocol activated. Head of research override. Approved terminology. Reminder regarding drafting any public-facing material. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words and phrases to use. In the service of his or her country, regret, proud/pride will be remembered. Words/phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood bleed, loss, apologies/sorry. Give me more stuff. Give me more shit. I'm just stealing everything. I feel like I'm just going into people's places. I'm gonna go on their desk and just get off everything. Get off of it. Fuck out of here. God damn it. Trench, do not disturb. Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara, not a single one. Trench.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Isaac's making I'm gonna blow someone motions, and I think it's to the scientist that was on the screen. I think Isaac thinks he's hot. Probably because beard, and he's probably thinking, wow, a bear. I swear to God, they always feel weird. Oh yeah, my melee attack. Forgot it teaches you this. So, I never understood. I feel like, is the melee attack supposed... It's not attached to it. No, it has to be.
The same gun. Okay. Now I have a gun.
You mad dog judge them, Cherubel? Service weapon regenerates ammunition automatically when not in use. Oh, shit. Ugh. Ran out of bullets. Yeah. I mean, I think headshots are a thing in this, and I keep on forgetting to aim for them. I did when I first started playing way a long time ago. Smarts are hot. Wait, where am I going? Oh. Oh, hello. There we go. Like, hit me, I dare you, you can pay my tuition.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things are going down outside. Is it safe to go?
just happy. I made a mess. Oh no. Oops.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Hiss guard. Open up collectibles. Okay. So, things we found. Hiss guard. Corrupted security guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. This Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards are used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though. It is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Look at Director Trench. So much expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. So, the service weapon. Every time you get an object of power, you get one of these. Containment procedure. It has no unique procedures required. Description and para-utility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to blank. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of blank. The object will determine whether blank. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the blank, though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, blank. Many forms throughout history, blank. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Veranusta, all the weapons that blank of their wielders. If objects of powers are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. And then... oh, the presentation that we just saw, the objects of power. We're not going to worry about that. Can't go in that until we get a clearance level. We don't have one. Yes! I do like making a mess of this place.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
God damn it. I heard another one. Oh shit. There we go. Need more health. So these little blue things that they end up dropping, these little shiny little blue things, that they end up recovering your health if you touch them. Executive meeting minutes. Okay, agenda items for the next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. I like how all the portraits change the moment you touch the gun. Like, who's your director now? It's not that old man. It's no longer Trench. It's me. Look at these people just suspended. You okay? Oh, man. I mean, it seemed to... Oh, hey. Oh, shelter. These are good. You can always open them. Oh, it doesn't look like shelter does much. House memory. Marshall, AWE investigations. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fires before it, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. What is this? Assets that I got? Oh. You need these. Just for upgrading stuff. Typical. What? All this, the floating people? It's not working! Fired. That's what happens when you get fired.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Wow. Proceed further into the Bureau. Where the hell am I going? This way. Oh, this is... Oh, there's something over here. I do like reading all of these little things. Some of them are really, really good, and they're really interesting for the most part. Dinner reservations. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. Someone can't remember how old their wife is.
hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place.
Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes it hum over and over.
Shit. Recharge. Heal. Yeah, headshots definitely help better. Shit! I fucked up. Ah! Alright, let's try it again. Wait, is there anything in here? No? Oh, that's the one I already got.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place.
Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still...
Can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
I'm going to say one thing before I continue. Please look at Emily Pope's eyes and mouth. They're really unnerving to me.
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
This woman has a mouth like... I don't know. She could just swallow someone whole.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me. Saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Cleanse the hiss corrupted agent.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Oh, there she is. Oh, I got a mod. Thank God. What is this? Energy +5. Yeah, that's not helping me right now. Research. Hiss agent. The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating around the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. How much did you miss? We just really started still. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. The hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption like spores or Wi-Fi boosters, or are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappeared, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file blank for full report. Hiss Guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss Guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles. Oh wait, we already dealt with this, didn't we? They carried prior to corruption, while the unarmored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss Guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonant. We did. Staffing, surveillance, blank, data center, initiative, construction. Oh, okay, we read that too. What? Oh, it's because it's showing all. I usually sort by unread, and I keep forgetting it's unread.
Jesse,
That's
over
my
here.
fault.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Try not to interrupt the dialogue, just so you guys know.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks,
Hi.
Emily.
Hi, Talik. Thank you for joining. Sharp Teddy, I was looking at chat while the whole thing was happening. I just didn't want to interrupt, like I said. Sharp Teddy, I totally feel like you feel a lot of times. Because I know there's been a lot of times I've opened my mouth and I'm like, yeah, that sounded like an idiot. I'm just never going to talk to society ever again. You're fine. Don't worry. Like, definitely don't worry with us. But yeah, no, there's a lot of the cutscenes and the story is really good, but it's also very broken up. A reminder again for anyone who's just joined who's never seen the Control, just to help you like ground yourself a little bit, because when I had first started playing this, I only got halfway through it before I stopped playing and redid it again just so I could do it on stream so people can watch. The game is very much grounded and very much based off of SCP, so it's very broken feeling. Go with that and you're fine.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the Hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
No, it is really interesting, Teddy, and it's very addicting to play, I've noticed.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Da-da-da-da-da. So I like collecting stuff in the environment as much as possible because it does give us information. We're being told we don't want to go that way. We're going to see if we can find anything in the environment real quick. Because the stuff you find in the environment actually gives you information on the world. And it covers a lot of the story, and it's really, really, really cool. So we're going to be reading everything we encounter. And I'm not trying to super speed through the game. What is this? Undefined reading. Missions. Unknown caller. Enter the communications department to find the hotline. Collectibles. Portrait of Dr. Zechariah Trench. We already saw that. Okay. Wait, what's this? Shifted bathroom complaint. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Oh, it's some music that you can play, which apparently is copyrighted. So I've muted copyright music. I'm very glad I went through and I did that. There's 2 songs apparently in the game. I found one on my own once, but they were made specifically for the game, I want to say. I may be wrong. They were actually kind of cool. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to play them. Technological restrictions. Examination of paranatural topics, technological limitations of the oldest house. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our Bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural blank for the oldest house to blink them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the blink to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blank agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. So if you're wondering why everything looks really, really old, it's not because of the time or anything. It's the fact that you can't have any modern equipment in this building. It does not function properly and can end up, as it says, exploding. I don't know if I can go in there. Have I been here? I feel like I've been here. Yeah, I've been here. It's outside of the director's office. Go over here. That's a radio. So these people are just... I keep trying to see if her mouth is moving. Okay. Let's just go the way we're supposed to go right now. Otherwise, I'm going to end up running around randomly. Okay. Where are we going? Right over here. So we're trying to enter the communications department to find the hotline.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
This is the map. Map always confuses me. I'm trying to read what it says. Stand around me while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Oh, shit. So, I know better than to go down that hallway. I've tried. It just damages you. Whatever I need to go down there, I don't have it yet. That's all I know about it. I've actually not gotten to the point where I can actually go down there. Got a shit with the flaps. I just looked at that and saw that movie. Okay, I got a new mod. What did I get? Ammo cost per shot minus 5%. Might as well. I mean, I don't have anything else. Health recovery per element pickup plus 22%. That's fine. It's better than what I have. So you can equip mods to your weapon and to yourself. It's the best way to, like, figure yourself out and, like, customize yourself. I haven't seen how far you can go into it. I'm not going out there. I don't trust them. So I've noticed the numbers above their heads give you an idea of how strong they are. Hiss barrier. What is this? Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1, destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2, destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Travel costs. Visited the following Nevada locations.
Back.
Vincent, thank you for the resub. Hi. Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Accommodation $831.29. Meals, gasoline, minibar. I'm not going to go into the amount. The minibar has this asterisk. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent L. Hines. Oh yeah, honey, Fubo has no sub. That's just the...
Welcome back.
Ah! Oh, that was you. Thank you, honey. Okay, Fubo has his sub. Well, I thought it was...
surprise!
Well, no, I didn't know it was for Fubo. I thought it was someone else. I didn't know you were going to do it that quickly. Fubo now has a sub again. I think if we get partner, we won't have to do that anymore, and Fubo's like permanently sub.
Yeah,
There's another bonus. We won't have to sub Fubo anymore. An auditory event, okay, event summary, Havana AWE 48. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Blank deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which was reported to have been blank. AWE again means Altered World event, I think it is. Staff experienced sudden, intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for blank minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as the altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI-85 for details. I want to know about the cowboy boot. Woo! Let's not go in there. Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. Communications department. Here's the bathroom. Oh yeah, the mold. I know nothing about the mold. I have not encountered it. I've only seen it in anything that it's just shown right now. Apparently it's important-ish. At least to the story. Because it's already mentioned a few times. Stop it. If that was the I want to see the other bathroom, the girls' bathroom. Sorry, the women's bathroom. Here. No more privacy allowed. Unstable area notice. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow, which means low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange means high likelihood, and red means frequent unanticipated building shifts. And green means stable. Okay. Executive / dead letters. Oh boy. trying to be careful here. I mean, I've died a few times in the past when I did certain things like this area, so I'm trying to be cautious. Because I know how ridiculously insane some of these fights can end up getting. They're fun. And I do like it doesn't feel like it downgrades the fights like other games. Tomb Raider. What is this? Energy recovery speed. I do like me some energy recovery speed. These are the same. You can mushroom. The Bad Philosopher, thank you for the follow. I mean, yes, but not the proper wording that I was looking for. My brain is doing great right now. Open up. That's closed too. I mean, this isn't closed. What? What happened? Did I move the... Do as you're told, don't eat mold. Even the smallest amount of mold can cause serious harm. Contact security immediately. Trench, dead letter approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other alternate materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Okay. Can I break this one too? Let me try. Just... Oh my god. Here, you don't need this anymore. How is the phone attached to the desk? Ah! Just, what the hell? So dark back here. What is this? Singing fish correspondence. What? Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem and you gotta send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish and you gotta come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. The devil is in the singing fish. It cusses a lot and flies around at night. It's another desk. Okay, I need to stop here. There. Now the stoneware desk. Okay, let's go downstairs. I'm gonna get attacked here. Doesn't look like it. Not here. I honestly don't remember where. Oh, God. Well, here's a control point. Wayne Barr, South Carolina. Probably easier to look around now that everything's fixed. Navigate through the communications department. Lens control points to gain access to vast travel sites throughout the oldest house.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
I want to throw pencils.
Communications. We're on the right track.
That's 02. It's the easiest way to see inside each of them. Why is there blood everywhere here? Oh. Sir, are you okay?
An object of power. Something else latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Reach the object of power to cleanse it. Hey, I want this. Oh, here we go. You stop. Stop it.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Die. Die. Magic! It's the closest thing. It's not what I want. I want one of you. Oops. Wrong thing. Boop. Energy recovery speed, energy recovery speed. God, just fucking move. I love my fucking launch ability. Did I knock him off? Shit. No, I don't think I got him. I didn't. He's over there still. His noise is burrowing into the astral plane.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
Uh-oh.
I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the Hiss.
I see you. Oh, I see you. Need something explosive. No. Oh shit! Can you stop? Oh, I don't really want to use this so easily. Nope. I would explode myself. Like that. That was not good. Ips. I have half my life. Fuck. Yeah, Owie is right. Give me some more life. I have most of my life. I'm okay. Oh, here's some more. Ooh, and thingamajigger. Undefined reading. Collectibles. Case files. Floppy disk must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Description: Para utility. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift a material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to blank for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet base located in blank by agents blank and blank with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to blank missiles believed to be reserved for use against blank. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Hi, Darkin. Okay. Proceed through the Communications Department Executive Mailroom. Fuck you. Maximum occupancy 6 people. I have an M72 shelter. I've noticed the shelters always have one of these. If they have anything else, it seems random, I guess. Book Club Samson. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. The scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. His demolition expert. You're giving me flashbacks to Dilly calling me Ms. Smeedy. Ms. Smeedy? Ms. Smeedy. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variants to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. And then the Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Refer to file blank for full report. I need to run back here because I just remembered something I have not been doing. That's not where I need to go. I need a control point. And hopefully not one that I'm going to be having problems with. Where the hell is a control point? I thought I had one. Oh, right here. Cafeteria. Because this acts as oh, I can't level up yet. Shit. I think I have to actually get the hotline first. Because you get ability points and stuff that you can pour into things that allow you to upgrade certain things. Damn it. And I was just thinking, I'm like, why haven't I been doing that? Now I know why. Doesn't allow me to yet.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Shit. I hate the rocket launchers. I mean, there's worse ones that I hate more than that, but... Ah, fucking hell. I mean, the fact that it's dropped me down this much already... Energy recovery. Which is better? 15, 19%, please. Let's get rid of this one. We'll deconstruct you. What is it saying? You can't what? House memory. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Pro tip, it's easier to shoot things if you aim at them. Shh! 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 The only reason I'm not aiming is because when I was last playing it, I always aimed, and I'm trying to see if there's a difference between not aiming. And the only real difference is it makes it you're more mobile. Other than that, I don't hit as often as if I go into the aiming mode. Tomasi, Willow AWE outcome. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to blink. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank and blank. For any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Mailroom. Wait, can I go through here? I can. We're going to executive mailroom. What is this? What are you? Just stairs. Mailroom, cafeteria, central executive. Martial lockdown. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system and that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. That body's gone. Guessing this is the mold. Don't want to go in there. No, thank you. I've been in there and that no. Like, I died horribly the first time I ever went in there. Level 1 clearance. Somewhere along the line, things went weird. No one was sure. I know how this happened. Who wrote this? Report to Dr. Tarling. This is insane. It was said the helmet opened a way to another place different from this one, but whether that other was actually a place or just something that came over you when you were wearing the helmet, no one knew. Not even the scientists in charge of the project in any case, or so the myth went. The helmets or the people trying them on brought the other closer to here. Oh my god. No. I mean, I needed the help, so I guess. People floating are pretty creepy. They're the ones that are repeating everything you're hearing. At least according to the story stuff.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener to the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
I was almost gonna say that no, not Beyond Two Souls. Then I realized no, actually, yeah, because of the entity that's in her head, or whatever the hell it is. I forget what she ends up calling it. I that was about. I think that was as far as I had gotten in the previous game, where she told Pope what she called it. I got about that point, and that was where I left off. So relatively early on, but SCP, yes, it's very much inspirational based off of SCP to the point where apparently Kotaku had done an interview with the devs or someone, and apparently it was found that the team had worked closely with the SCP writers to get a lot of their basic inspiration, a lot of the groundwork going. Alan Wake's connection, there is one. I don't know the specifics, so don't quote me, but either the writers, developers, or someone had worked on Alan Wake. And that's why there's a lot of connections. I know that the two songs that are in here that are relatively unique were written for this game, and I believe it's the same group. It was the same musical group that actually wrote music for Alan Wake. I think that's correct for that one. She calls it her brother, begins with a D. No, she doesn't call it her brother. What's in her head? What's in her head is something different. She's looking for her brother. Her brother was... she hasn't said it yet, but what I had last heard was that her brother was actually... E-Girl Sky, thank you for the follow. Her brother was last seen being taken when she was 11 by the Bureau. And that's one of the reasons why she was looking for it. Same universe as Alan Wake. Yeah, I think I heard that. Second DLC for Control features a character from Alan Wake and ties into this game. I'll probably end up doing the DLCs, but I wouldn't be able to identify the character. Just because I never finished Alan Wake because I got so bored with it. I mean, it's possible I might recognize the character, but yeah. I mean, some of you saw me streaming it as much as I could, but oh god, I got bored with it. It's Alan Wake is way too repetitive in its gameplay. It's very, very, very difficult to play when the gameplay itself is just so dull.
This must open the door.
Are you okay? It's vibrating. Let me make sure there's nothing on any of these desks here. Doesn't look like it. Bathrooms. There is a bathroom there. I see it. You know, off chance that there's something. Broom! This is mine. Come with me. Can't see anything. Alan Wake was all about the story. The story wasn't holding me enough, and it's partly because the characters annoyed the hell out of me.
They can fly now. Great.
That's Tomasi. Oh, I can hit him. I'm fine with this. Come here. Hi. What? Sorry. I know, I'm concentrating because he's a pain in the ass. Might be interested to know NIS released a player for RPG Maker MV5 games on PS4 so you can play them on PS4.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Huh?
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
I thought you didn't need the application to play an RPG Maker game. Yeah, you don't need an application to play an RPG Maker game. Unless you're, like, playing a game that was made on RPG Maker that someone's selling. And those, if it's a game that I'm gonna play, I'll pay for. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Before playing RPG Maker games on a console, you need the... Oh. So basically, RPG is... I'm guessing NIS is the creators of RPG Maker, so they basically made it easier for console players to play their stuff. That's cool. His elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in that area. That's why I wasn't throwing anything at him, because I do remember that. Because the first time I fought him, I threw shit tons of stuff at him and he dodged almost everything. They did not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in this parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss residents can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. Refer to file blank for a full report. Tea time. Hey, Malcolm. Yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have anything about that, would you? See you Sunday, Jim. Oh, it's the publisher. Yes, I mean, that's really good, cool of them. It shows that they care. And it shows that they're trying to make it so that the creators can, like, make their stuff more readily available to more people. Which I do. I very much always support that kind of thing. I mean, I'm not going to play anything on RPG Maker on a console. Not when we have the computers, but... I mean, for people who don't, that's awesome. I'm trying to check and see if there's anything else. That's why I'm running around like this. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay. But summary. spate event summary. A spate of disappearance was traced to a home in the city of Butte. I think it's Butte, B-U-T-T, Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at blank blank, which had been connected to a total of blank disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled a light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte's home closet disappeared during this incident.
Alberto Tomasi, the head of comms.
Tomasi's ID. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. Oh, he's the one that did that.
The hiss got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Oh, Tomasi. Shatter projectile boost. I don't have the shatter yet. I don't even know if I like shatter all that much, honestly. I did love this when I first played this. Yeah, get rid of this. Hotline chamber.
Hotline can't be far now.
So, the hotline chamber, you'll see in a sec, obviously. Butte supplement. Shit. Damn it. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file MOT-01. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of recording, light switches have been found in the oldest house located in the blank and blank sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is blank. But initial hypothesis center on the Butte AWE as a blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 24.3 for more details. So all this stuff is like important if you, you could skip it, but you're kind of left in the, like, you'll have a hard time. You think an SCP sort of place would have files referencing files referencing files? It does have files. They are kind of referencing each other like crazy. Hotline security log. All visitors must check in. Director Trench, Bill Everett with custodian. Director Trench, Bill Everett, the custodian. Director Trench, Bill Everett, the custodian. Director Trench, Bill Everett, custodian. Carol Bishop, custodian. So I'm just going to tell you, because I do know this.
Motel and casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with a black pyramid.
Okay, so the first time I did this, I of course was like, oh, and then I walked out and I died. because you just fall down into nothing. This is the point where puzzles involve the environment, and this is one of the reasons why I love this game. Pay attention to the frickin' environment. Notice Ocean View Motel and Casino Entry Point. Catalyst, light switch. The law of 3 applies. 2, 3.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
No. Oh, that it would be purposefully hard to follow? Well, I mean, we don't have access to the files, so I think it's kind of hard to follow. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Each bell, I noticed very quickly, opens up a different door. Where's he lying?
Key has a black pyramid on it.
And based on the correspondence we read, there was a key that was found in the hotel that opened a door with a black pyramid that went back to the oldest house. That's not a black pyramid, that is. And there's a light switch. I need more games with puzzles that involve the environment. I miss those kind of things. Complete the astral plane challenge. Love that puzzle. That was great. I've seen one other one that I can think of that I love to death. That was very similar in that respect. Hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. We can expect compulsive weekly calls.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
The targeting reticle being on the screen is really obnoxious to me, and I don't know why it's there.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
So, you have the hotline here. Case files. Hotline. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Description: para-utility. Object is 1960s era red bake light telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the blank. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal blank. See Dr. Darling, presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director North Moore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its origin remains unknown. I really hate listening to these, mostly because you'll see what I mean. I mean, they're interesting and they give a story, so we'll end up listening. The animation's the same, and it goes through the same few bits of animation over and over and over, and it gets really obnoxious just to look at it when you're seeing it. But the information's kind of interesting. Anyways, you'll notice.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a rain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
Also, every single time we watch one of these, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to getting cancer from secondhand smoke, but here's the next one.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmoor hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
Three more.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Ha, he said control. So, from that one, it sounds like Trench and Darling have something to do with the hiss, or at least in some way they're indirectly or directly responsible for everything that's going on. Or something to that extent. I don't know. Don't give me any hints. I'll find it out. Yeah, name of the game. They just drop it. I like how it talks in weird.
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Oh. Correspondence. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands we are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us some certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. that's a radio. No. There is a door off of one of these that I think was a rating 1 that we can now go into. Let me check over there and then we'll go and see Emily. Like, I don't want to do my usual of being super sidetracked, but at the same time, I'm not trying to play this like I've been approaching Tomb Raider, because I've only gotten so far on my own and I really do want to explore and experience. Not as bad a vampire. I'm trying not to do that. How to handle unscheduled visitors enter the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We're proud to serve the United States and our people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem blank, escort them to a private room. There perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then blank immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Okay, here's the stuff that I said. Office rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume. No personal calls. No food or drink around bureau documents or in the copy room. No using the photocopier for personal projects, or the 3D printer, or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times. No discussing confidential projects out loud. The one to finish the coffee pot makes a new one. Let's say hi and welcome to some new people in the oldest house. They're new people. Your first aiders are pneumatic tube check. 1. Place your items in the canister. 2. Add foam padding top and bottom if there's sending blood or other specimens in a glass tube. 3. Check that the canister is properly locked. 4. Place the locked canister in the tube. 5. Check the location code for the destination, punch in the code, and send blank the blank tube. Read and understand direct operation manuals. Here's the socks and ballerinas. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Spinning out of control? Yes. Acoustic guitar for sale. Turns out it's pretty hard. What? If interested, see Greg in maintenance. Oh, it's pretty hard to play a guitar. Food left in the refrigerator in containment room 3B has been known to vanish. Plan accordingly. They like to blank people. Oh my god. Chads, what the fuck? I mean, yes. Stop it, honey. I'd like to blank. Blink. I've already heard that.
If you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any...
Ugh, I'm not gonna worry. Let's go back. Already done that. Boardroom time. I think it's actually around here. Nope, that's the elevator. Is it down here? I know there's a room that has like a security level 1 access. No, that's 3. Okay. Let's go talk to Emily. Oh god, knocked over that. Sorry, someone pick it up. I'm the director. This isn't her. She's up there.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Real quick, I need to use the bathroom, so we're going to pause this real quick, and I will be right back. All right, okay. Back. I don't remember this cutscene at all. Now, there is one thing I did notice when we were talking to Emily. Like, the marker on the screen is driving me nuts. That's not supposed to be there.
Hi, Jesse.
We don't need to talk.
Thanks,
We're
Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
done.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
The situation's getting worse.
All right. So we have 4 ability points to spend. We're gonna do a +10 to health because it makes us more survivable. We'll do +10% to energy because I mean it's me, and we're gonna do +25% to launch damage. And reward additional weapon slot. Not enough points. I need 1 more. We're not going to spend. We're going to hold on to it. I'm not upgrading melee because I'm not really using it. At least not right now. I'm not. Astral constructs. Mods. Can't upgrade weapon forms. Construct shatter we can do. So there's different weapons that you can, like forms for the gun that you can get. Outfits. Forgot there's an outfits thing. Board countermeasures. Okay, so these are like special... Spin. They're sort of like quests to just equip and do. Charge into the field. It's the art commercial of war. Kill enemies with the service weapon in charge mode. What the hell's charge mode? Using charge, kill enemies in the executive sector. Kill enemies in the executive sector with headshots. Kill enemies with the service weapon in spin mode. We don't have spin. I have shatter and grip. I have no idea what charge mode is. Okay, so this is +2 projectiles fired, recoil, here, additional projectiles fired. And then get rid of that one. Okay, we're fine. We don't have much of anything else we can do. So every time we touch a control point, that's essentially our save, and it's our checkpoint.
I heard Leah's attack with Power 1 brings up a lot of new questions.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
What if the janitor came with the oldest house and no one remembers? What's his name? Ati?
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override.
Bill Everett, look at this. Bill Everett's a big custodian here because he checked in to the hotline security, probably to clean the area or whatever else, multiple times. And then there was a Carol Bishop. Ati's not on this. I wonder if Ati isn't supposed to be here.
Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on.
Yeah, but they're considered custodians. Ingest?
Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ati guiding me too?
Fucking weird is all it is. That's red in there. Fuck. Security clearance too. Book club from Lopez. Yay, more book club stuff. Unless you review by CPT Lopez. I don't know what CPT stands for. These days, most YA novels young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance, unless you manage to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I like how we never got to know if the Fix was actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for young adults. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost to me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kid. Ahti is a Finnish name, a name of the old Finnish god of water. That's interesting. I don't know any of the Finnish, like, gods, pantheon, mythology, or anything. Then again, it'd be funny if I actually do, and I just think I don't.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room.
That place is
How do
fucked.
we get there?
Why am I so damaged? Oh. Come here. Shit. Oh, this was good. This was okay. This was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but... Nerd was talking about having some Finnish devs and an actor in this game. It's apparently a conspiracy theory that Finland doesn't even exist. Finland exists.
Finland doesn't exist.
Australia doesn't exist. It fell off the world. It's on the it's on the bottom and it just fell. Which that's a +3. We can get rid of this one. How are we doing in these? Don't have many mods, unfortunately. I would like some more. How am I doing as far as ability points? What? Wait, what? Astral constructs. Oh. Damn it. Upgrade grip. Can't. Shit. You guys want to do this? What happened to... What happened? Oh. Okay, when I get a chance, we'll be saving and reloading because what the fuck is going on? This is fantastic, and at the same time, it's like, what? Am I invisible? She's phasing. Honey, look at the game. What is wrong? Look at her back. Look at her side. Oh. Here she goes. Hold on, guys. Okay, because touching this is like a quick save. We are gonna we'll quit out and we'll come back in and reload it. I've never actually seen any bugs in this game yet, so this is amazing. What is this game? This is Control. Look, Control. There, we'll go in. If we still have the same issue, we'll have to quit out the game and then come back into it. It's amazing. That has to be one of the best bugs I've seen in a while. Okay. Now, sometimes, yeah, see, I'm gonna have to do the fight again. Sometimes the fight goes on again. Oh, I might not have to. Definitely looks like I have to. Please no, please no.
What's down that way?
Mary Chase. Oh yes, investigate the strange light in the break room. Cleanse the merry-go-round horse object of power. Merry-go-round horse.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here? A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
I hate this planar this challenge. Horse choo-choo allows you. You and the horse are now bound for life. Hi, Eureka.
Let's see the Hess keep up with me now.
Beautiful. Finland is actually just a water area between Sweden and Russia. Music says Sweden doesn't actually exist. Would you like a microwave?
Go to Sweden, fly around it for a while, and they land it like
Oh, I'm gonna make you guys watch this because it's fantastic and horrible all at once.
The pyramid. The what? The pyramid. What's a pyramid? The Black Pyramid. It's in the astral plane. Airplane? Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home. I miss my home.
What kind of acid were the developers on when they made this stuff? Why? I have the copyright music turned off. There's actually a thing in the options to turn that off. As long as it doesn't mute the VOD, we're fine. Everything's open now. Fine. Does he have a portrait of himself up? The same picture that was on the door.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not the yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
So what you're saying is Finnish people are magical people. What a mess. Burn the trash.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all.
Just like ditched him. Is that wanted to get here. Energy recovery. Is this better? 20% as opposed to 19. Done. Get rid of this. What's this? 20%, 20% health recovery. Go away. Alright. Yes, Finnish people are magic. I have no idea the stuff that you were laughing at, Teddy, what it actually means. Like, I have no idea. And so all the weird shit Auntie says are legit Finnish proverbs translated straight in English, so they don't make any sense. Oh my god. That's awesome. Launch efficiency. Love picking these kind of things up. They're great.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Oh boy, more stuff about North for the whatever. We don't need that. Missions, that's fine. Collectibles, case files, new stuff. Merry-go-round horse. This object should be kept in a confined space when unbound. Description, para-utility. It's a fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when blank its path. The object is currently bound by blank. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local blank reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see America Overnight, episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local blank were found dead at the scene. The object attacked ancient blank by blank. Agents invoked formula C.5 to blank the object long enough to blank. Okay.
Northmoor was director before me.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
You don't have to shut up. I find it interesting because I couldn't place his accent. It's not like I've ever heard like a Finnish accent, or at least not one that I've heard at a point that I could actually identify it easily. So it's cool to actually hear and see what the translations are. Open. Oh, I've been here. Pensioner, yes. Okay, we're going this way. What I like about this is the kind of stuff that Isaac probably doesn't like. I like the fact that the story is... I like the pace that the story moves at, because I feel like I'm still learning stuff and I'm still experiencing things within the story. And I feel like it's got good levels of exposition. And I'm very, very, very interested to see where it goes. It's constantly kept me interested. Gameplay, story, everything. The little bits and pieces of stuff that you read in the environment is really cool to me. Correspondence. Escaped OOP. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a few weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Erish. That's why the horse was down there, was hiding from everyone. Oh, I do love that. Little things like that. Oh, yeah.
Hey, are you new? Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
I want it. Just pick it up in front of him. Hey, Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Achi, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him so you could better deal with his odd habits. But yes, it's still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the Foundation. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on the next steps. Cheers, Lynn. P.S. In case you hadn't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Were you able to understand Ati with his thick accent? I'm pretty good at being able to understand people around accents. I don't know about Isaac in that respect, but I haven't had any problems with Ati. Huh? Yeah, Isaac says he's really bad at it. Ati, I could understand without subtitles.
When it blows, we're all going with it.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Real positive.
All right. 4 points. Let's unlock launch power. Let's launch grenades and rockets back at the enemies. Because I hate when they do that kind of shit. I don't have enough source. Let me see cord countermeasures real quick. Abandon, accept, specifics not using spin, charge mode. Using charge. I don't have charge. Spin, I don't have. So we'll fix the NSC coolant pumps and the maintenance NSC coolant. I don't fully remember. This was like one of the areas I'm getting really close to where I left off. I basically, if any of you have played it, I've gotten to the point where I met Marshall and I was done. That's how far I had gotten when I was playing it on my own. Before people were all like, can you stream it? You not? Sorry. I'm using this for your own protection. Oh no. Oh shit. That was a lot of damage. The thing just launched himself at me. Gimme. I'm definitely upgrading myself differently now. It's cool to hear because you hear the finish and his talk really strong. I like the way he sounds. I think it's really cool. NSC control room. What is this? The energy converters. Oh, there's a shelter over there. No, it's not. What is this? I'm told Finnish accent is sexy, but to you that's the worst. What, it's the worst that it's considered sexy, or that that you don't consider it that way? I figure just most people don't hear their own accents in general. That seems to be a standard thing for a lot of people. There's the central maintenance over here. I have problems with the... I'm not supposed to necessarily be in central maintenance, but there's areas you can go earlier on, I've noticed. Elevator. Thresholds. Field. Oh yeah, field training. I've done this once before. Good defense. Hold to activate. Sure, we'll do this real quick. Thresholds. The oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. The widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a blank frequency different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a blank. Others theorize thresholds are parallel universes or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes blank in those who learn of it so is actively denied. Refer to file 5-05-1881 for full report. Finnish accent's the ugliest you know for English speaking. I don't think it sounded ugly at all. I thought it was kind of cool. Complete the training course in the required time.
So I just read this?
Oh, yeah. So I missed this part. Field training actor complaint. I'd like to file a formal complaint regarding the unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. I want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski.
Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or...?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
I'm not super great at this. I have done this before.
30 seconds remaining.
Come on.
Five seconds remaining. Course failed. Try again, Ranger.
Shit.
Damn it. Last time I got in there when it said I failed and I still did it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
God damn it. I suck at that. Ugh.
45 seconds remaining.
Are you kidding? That didn't work? Oh my god. I'm fucked.
Five seconds remaining. Course failed. Try again, Ranger.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
I need this. I forgot this was in here. I'm glad I did that.
Itself. I need to hit it harder to break that shield.
Something harder. Love the fact that it's a save. Need to recover some power. not doing very good right now. Four ability points. Oh shit! No, no, no. I see you, you little bastard. Where are you? Hey. Crap. Hey. There's something up here? Spin rate fire boost. Oh boy, this spin module that I still don't have. And every time I got it once before and I'm like, eh. Case files. Home safe. Containment procedure, no unique procedures required. Description. The object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from the surroundings. The object is currently bound by blank. Background. It's discovered in the basement of a home in Blank, Ohio. The object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives and the object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from the seams around the object's door. Tests confirm the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the object are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. And then the plastic tree. I know nothing about the plastic tree. Item must be contained within a soundproof cell. Description. It's a Holiday Memories brand white plastic tree with green plastic stand. The item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of blank feet, always in a tone below blank hertz. This verbal mimicry has profoundly distressing effects on the individual it is copying. Background. The item was taken from the Blank, a Canadian research station established on the Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season. In 1979, solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world. After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to reestablish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rambling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard the tree speaking. After locking the item in a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened. Slightly creepy. But now we have a shield. Thank goodness. I rely on that shield a hell of a lot. And I forgot it was part of this training course. I was almost going to not do the training course. I guess technically you get away with not having that. There was another object of power I picked up. I think there's only one more that I ever had. And it's not a normal one, and I think it's also one that you don't necessarily need. Wait, I want to check here. Is there anything in this hallway, or is it just the hallway? I think it's just the hallway. It is just the hallway. Go back. Creepy tree. Creepy tree that talks to you. So I have noticed that even though you've quote-unquote cleared out an area, things can still respawn in there. Energy converters. Okay, so this was a control point.
replace the parts.
Why is Ati able to speak with me? Abilities. Okay, so plus 10% to shield strength. Also launch basic enemies. I'm gonna increase shields. I'm gonna increase shield strength. I think I'm gonna increase my energy because this is the closest thing I'm getting to Weezording in this game. And we're gonna touch this again. Astral Constructs. I kind of want to upgrade. Okay, so now we can go up to number 2. So we can get higher tier mods now. What is this? We can upgrade grip so it's stronger. Increase base weapon damage, and you can increase spin. Any other board countermeasures I can pick up? Spin. How about mods? Energy recovery speed. Energy plus 7%. It's no good right now. Actually, hold on. Let's get rid of that one.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old figments inside the lad has a shit fit.
Yay, something to pick up. Oh god, someone's shooting at me. Home safe test. Hold on. Let's look at this in the meantime. The safe object of power can produce a barrier using objects or material from its immediate vicinity. See Object of Power 22 case file for more details. Bureau Rangers were given permission to employ heavy weaponry against a paratiliterian bound to this object in order to gauge the barrier's durability, and blink velocity ammunition were tested with blink results. Testing will continue after blink. The safe object of power is clearly a viable candidate for use in combat response scenarios. Allowing para-utilitarians to participate in altered engagements would be an advantage worth considering. Refer to file 8-53-8367 for a full review. I just picked up a box and tossed it at him. Hey, you want this? Oh god. Did you launch a grenade? Is that crap? Want to try doing that again? Fucking hell. Want to do that again? Wet hen? No. No. Okay. This way. This way. We have one shelter. Let's use that real quick. We have plenty of life sitting around at least. Threshold remnant, which is used for upgrading. Just take this piece. Toss it over there. We don't need it. You know what I don't like? That one. Oh my god, it was an enemy. I just got a part of my achievement for it, called an interdimensional defender. Yeah, he was gonna turn. I think he will too. Alrighty. That it? I need one of these, please. There's one part activated. Oh. No. Ooh. Bastards. Finnish people. I still like looking at that. Every time I look over, I'm seeing Finnish people are magic. Oh, that did open. Okay. I wasn't expecting that to open, actually. Sure. Am I expecting another person to show up? Am I expecting more to show up, period? Probably. Look, it's open. Just don't like these guys.
Power fixed. Now let's fix the pumps and water flow.
Yay! Why would you put this in here? Threshold remnant. Oh my, you're still here. Yes, I'm still here. Although I need to end soon. Once we get to a save point. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up streaming this on the night streams. I have a very strong feeling that next week, with Monday and Thursday, Isaac's not going to want to stream. Because while he'll be like, oh, no, it's fine, I'll stream. I'll remind him, but you have D&D on Saturday, and then he'll hyperventilate, and then he'll end up working on that instead. Maya literally was telling all the new people that when you do D&D, everyone knows because you're practically panicking while streaming. She's like, your eyes dilate and you just like breathe heavily the entire time. So don't look at me like your butt hurt when I say this. Okay. Save point here. I really want to do the other part of the energy, but we're not going to. Okay. So we'll end up calling it, as much as I would love to play more. I really like this game. I really like how it's delivering its story. I like the puzzles, and I really wanted to show more of the puzzles. There's at least 2 more that I know of that I can remember. I actually was early only remembering one, then I remembered the second one when I got the horse. Not the horse, the shield. There is another puzzle I remember.